Here we go. All right. Hello and welcome back to the second official episode of the Razorwire podcast. I am here, Preston. I'm your host. I am also, I go by Razor. And then I'm here by my very good friend, Ryan, or Ryguy. Say hey, Ryan.
Hey, what it do?
What it do?
What it do?
You like it, guys? I love it. Look at it. I just need to not be in the way of it. All right, yeah. Ryan.
Hey.
Ryan. How long have we known each other?
It's been 5 years. 4 years.
It's been forever, Ryan. It's been a long time.
It's been a very long time.
Oh, man. Ryan is the GOAT. Facts. All right, Ryan. I've got a first question for you. If you want me to start out with a question, or if you have a topic, I'll let you start it.
No, go ahead with a question.
All right. So, Ryan, okay, so as you know and as I know, we started out playing games like Call of Duty and stuff like that together. I can't remember if we played any Destiny, but we played a lot of COD, and then moved towards more closer to really just co-op games, right?
Yes.
Yep. And then we got CS on our computers when I got a computer, and we played Counter-Strike for, to estimate, 1,000 hours together.
At
least, yeah. We played a lot of Counter-Strike together. All right, so Ryan, my first question for you is, what makes games like Counter-Strike and Melee so important to you? Because I know. Hold on, let me preface the thing before you answer it. I'll give you a second to think, because I'll explain to the viewers that Ryan is a very addictive personality to specific games. The first one being Melee, and the second one being Counter-Strike. Ryan has played more Counter-Strike longer than anyone I know. There are people with 10-year coins. Ryan's played the same amount of time as them, just not as long period, like chronologically. They started Ryan started 5 years ago, and he's got 1,600 hours on the game. That's like a month.
It's 18 plus. 1,800 hours plus.
So that's 1,800 hours on Counter-Strike. Ryan, what makes Counter-Strike and Melee the game for you?
So one of the big ways is like when you look at a community for gaming in general, like when I'm not talking about like community of like pro series and competitive and all that, but like the whole series in general, like the gap between casual and competitive are very far apart from Melee and like from Counter-Strike.
Right.
You can really see who has like a lot of time and like and dedication towards the game in like Counter-Strike and Melee compared to like other games, maybe like COD. But COD is still still pretty high with that.
Right.
And like I don't know, ever since I touched Counter-Strike, it's kind of like a game changer. And like I got it mistaken because like I used to watch. Do you remember KY Speedy?
Yeah, I know Speedy.
Watch this video.
The Crew, right?
Yeah, it was The Crew. And like I was like, oh, that's a fun game. It looked kind of fun. I played it on I played it on Xbox 360. That was like the first time I played it.
Counter-Strike and Xbox.
Like, I had like, a lot of fun. And then I pushed it to the side. I was like, okay, whatever. And then I went to COD with you, and I had fun. And like COD was like the first game I got really competitive. Like really, I've been playing
the first
games
game
ever since I think I was like 5 when I touched a controller.
It was the first game we took like serious, that we grinded like every day. Like we went over this with the Scott one previously, but like this was the first game all of us got into and were just addicted to.
Yeah. So I mean, the only other game I can remember like really taking seriously was actually like Black Ops 2 on PS3. I played with Drew.
Yeah.
Drew again is our mutual friend.
Yeah, Drew's an in-between friend between us.
It helped like us connect bridges to this friendship that we have now. And so I did that, and I grinded pretty well in that game, and then I dropped that, went back to Xbox, and then just kind of casually played. And then soon enough, I was like, should I go like Xbox One because I have all the games and they were backwards compatible?
Yeah.
Or should I move on to PS4 because Drew was there?
Yeah.
I was like good friends with Drew, and I still am. And then I met you because I knew your brother first, and I was like, oh, it looks like Foster, but it's not. And then I met you, and I was like, hey, you want to be friends? He's like, yeah. And like it was kind of weird. It's like a weird, awkward talk, and then soon enough it got like better. And then overall, it was like, hey, I have a PS4. You want to get a PS4? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it was like I had a PS4 because Drew got me to get one, and then it was like, hey Ryan, get one. You were like, okay. You just got one.
Yeah. And so I did that, and then again, Black Ops 3 was like the first game I took very seriously, at least towards the beginning of my career of gaming in general. Because like first I had like a Wii, which is kind of weird.
We
And
stand
then
the
I had
Wii.
an Xbox 360, and I played like Halo Reach and stuff, and that was really fun. And then when I hit PlayStation 4, that was like really when I took games seriously. Because like before any other CODs before it, my like KD was like 0.7 or something like that.
Yikes.
And it was really bad. But like on Black Ops 3, I think it was like 1.2 or something.
Ooh, I see you, Ryan.
And so like I was like, oh, I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, that's fun. And then like Counter Strike again kind of went to my direction, and I was like, and then I got a guy named Meadows. That was his nickname, Meadows. He's like had a laptop.
Yeah, it's
And I
another
was
mutual
looking at
friend
his
of ours.
screen,
I remember
and
that.
like
He was in
I
my.
go, hey, what are you playing? He's like, I'm playing Counter Strike, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. I seen that videos, and like I first touched it, and I go, God, this game's amazing. And then soon enough, I saved money. I got a really crappy laptop, and this is my setup when I first started
Oh, no.
Counter Strike. I still have my wooden table, but it's like half my arm length of one.
It's like
from my hand to
not
my
bad.
elbow. It's like I don't know, like 3, 4, 5 feet long.
Yeah, it's the size of my
maybe.
mouse pad.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I had a bar stool, and then I had my laptop, and then a mouse pad that was like the size of my palm of my hand, and that was how I played Counter Strike first. And so overall, I played probably like I don't know, 15 hours in silver. I was like, oh, this is kind of dumb.
15 or 1500.
1500, I think. And then like literally senior year, I was like, Dad, can I get a PC? He's like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then I got one, and literally in 2 months.
Dude, you're leaving me out of the whole equation, man. Come on. We
Like, with
we were the
you.
Silver Surfers forever, man.
We were, and then like me and you. Once I got a PC, we went from like silver elite to like
To like Gold Nova 3.
going over free, and that was like 2 months.
Because I got a PC like right before you did, right?
Like
Yeah.
a full upgrade.
Because I remember right when I got my new PC, I had to like verify the integrity of my files, and we thought it was because the game thought I was hacking. But I'm pretty sure it's just because I got the new PC and I had to make sure the game was legit. But dude, that was the time.
And then I
Dude,
kind of like
Meadows
I
got
dropped
me
the
into
ball
CS.
on everything, like when it comes to like console, which I'm kind of sad I did that. It's like I kind of like went away from like everybody else, like Scott, and
Yeah.
Evan, and
Yeah.
everything, and it was like really awkward. And it's kind of awkward still now, but thankfully you guys stayed with me, and that's very generous and kind of you guys.
Nah, man, we love you. Come on. You're the
And,
homie. We'll never leave you.
Yeah, and then I went to like double AK, and then I was like, oh, this is a game, everything, and then I graduated, and then I was feeling like nostalgia, like wow, like 4 years went by, and like I was like kind of feeling weird, and then I was like, oh, there's my Wii that I had for like forever, and then I saw Melee, and I grabbed that, and then I looked up competitive Melee, and then I picked up that, and then that's how it worked.
Have you played at a Melee tournament yet?
No, there's one at Clemson I might try.
At Clemson? Oh. You're not going to Clemson, though, are you?
I mean, I'm near it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like same amount of hours or same amount of minutes to get to
Yeah.
Tri-County to like Clemson. So it's
Yeah.
not that
Did I tell you Foster played in a Ultimate tournament?
Yeah, I already got a fried a kid, and then he
Yeah.
homie stocked.
Yeah, he homie stocked and cooked his first kid. Like he literally like 0 to 100 and like he like what did he do? He didn't take a hit and got the first like 2 stocks or something, and he jumped off the map. Sydney's asking if you're at Tri-County.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, but Foster like fried this guy, and they gave him the homie stock and almost lost that. And then yeah, dude, it was rough. And then God, what happened after that? He played some other. Yeah, he played some guy who was playing. I don't remember what character, but whoever he was playing, I think it was that girl, the green chick.
Like Paulatina.
Yeah, dude, he got smoked. Like this guy was so good. He was like jumping around. He was just smacking Foster around with his little Yoshi, dude. He got cooked. But
And I also play Ultimate. Not a lot. But, like,
Yeah.
a good amount.
We'll play it on the plane.
I play Ganon Daddy.
Ganondorf. Ganondorf's awesome. All right, yeah. So you got me. Okay, so Meadows is a mutual friend of ours. Ryan brought that up a minute ago, and I'll repeat and get a little bit more on that. Meadows is a mutual friend of ours. He was in my like algebra or geometry class or something when I was like a sophomore or a freshman, and he played CS on his little laptop thing. And at that time, Meadows was like, he was Golden AK, right?
Oh, he's been like.
Meadows is good.
Meadows is really good.
Yeah. But he got like both of us into Counter-Strike, and so I played on my laptop for a little while, and then when I moved to Charlotte, I was like, all right, well, and I went and bought my PC, and bought and built my PC, had a friend build it. Then after that, like our PC like career and everything, like everything we've done on PC has just skyrocketed from then on out, because it's just, when you get the hang of it, it's just so much fun to play something on PC, man. It's just like no other. I mean, a controller's great for a lot of things. Like I wouldn't play Red Dead on PC or something, but like, or a racing game I wouldn't play on PC, or I'd play it with a controller. But like a shooter, man, it feels so much better to run around on Counter-Strike with a mouse and a keyboard.
Yeah.
It's just a Rainbow. Rainbow's way better on PC.
I have a story. I remember we all got, I think it was like 500 hours in, so we were like really getting the hang of it, but we're like, we're getting used to it and everything, but we're like, we think we're pretty good for what we are. And then our friend Dom was like,
oh my gosh, freaking Dominic.
And like he played like I think 10 games, got his rank, and he was Gold Nova instantly.
Yeah, this fool walked in at Gold Nova, and we were, oh man, we threw a fit. That was funny.
We flipped, and we were like, I love you, Dom, but like we kind of like.
We were like, I love you, but salty. You don't earn Gold Nova. You don't deserve it. We were so
really
mad.
Salty underneath.
Dude, he didn't. Like, he sucked when he first started. He was not good, but he was like, "Oh, I'm Gold Nova 1." Ran around with his M4A1S and kept walking and just headshot. He was so good with it, and for no reason. Yeah, man, that junk was funny. But after that, we played Overwatch for a long time. We played like 2 or 3 seasons of Overwatch. We played 2 or 3 seasons of Rainbow. We've played, golly.
We've played. Like, Overwatch and Rainbow were like pretty good.
Yeah.
And then like, I think we dropped Rainbow because like, we didn't really want to be that sweaty.
No, like, Rainbow, that, and it took too much effort to learn the maps, man. And I don't want to have to put up with spawn peaks and people who like punch a little tiny hole in the wall and then like, oh, and my head's just gone. Dude, after we got into that, because I got carried by a friend of mine to like Diamond or like Plat or something. I think it was Plat. But I got carried to like Plat, and then after that, we just played Sweaties and Ranked when it was just me and you, and we were just getting smoked every time, and it was like, all right, well, it was fun. Okay. But like, oh god, you played it just like Counter-Strike though. You'd like jiggle peek stuff, and I'm like, Ryan, they can shoot through that wall.
Counter-Strike was my game.
Yeah, but you can't jiggle peek a wall in Rainbow. They'll just shoot you.
I have like shaky aim, but it's like works.
No, you don't. You have good aim.
I meant like it looks shaky, like as in I'm like I can't keep a steady hand, and then I'll snap.
I think you're good at Rainbow. It's just you play it like Counter-Strike, and it triggered me.
I mean, I play every game like Counter-Strike.
You play every game you play like Counter-Strike.
PUBG, I play it like
PUBG. He strafes the tree.
I play it like Counter-Strike.
No, we played Overwatch well. You played May for a while there.
We played Tetris. I played it like Counter-Strike. Like, Counter-Strike was literally my game. It was literally like in my veins. Like literally, you were like, okay, I'm gonna take a break from Counter-Strike, and I'm gonna go to COD. And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Ryan just played Counter-Strike.
I every day I was on my own playing Counter-Strike. It was not healthy. Not healthy.
You played so much Counter-Strike.
I even did like you shoot a hole at a wall so you see it, and then I kept practicing snapping onto it. Like I'll look away and try to snap onto it. That's how I did.
I used to do that.
And like it was not healthy. It worked, but it was not healthy. I was very cocky at some point.
Yeah, you're nasty. You're still good at Counter-Strike. You just get in your head when I go to play.
But like at some point I was really cocky. I remember I was like, Preston, watch this. I shoot every bullet except for one, and I'll go look for somebody.
I remember that. That was fun. And it's something you could have done. Like you could one tap the guy if you had the opportunity to, and it worked every once in a while. I thought it was great. I wish we could get that Ryan back when you were super cocky and ego chowed people and smoked them. It was fun.
Yeah. What else? You got another question?
I do. Yeah. Yeah, you went on a tangent a little bit. You didn't really talk about Melee very much, so if you want to talk about Melee, because I don't know super a lot. I don't know too much about Melee.
Melee, I don't know. Like I remember just like Josh. You remember Joshua, right?
Yep.
Josh was like, oh yeah, I play Melee. And I'm like, oh, I remember playing that as a kid. I didn't play it like super seriously, obviously. I played it like a normal person. It's like, yeah,
Like
I
a
like I
party
like
game.
Melee. I'm a gamer. I play games. And you guys like, yeah, dude, I play it competitively. I'm like, I looked at it first. I was like, that sounds so fucking stupid. Why would you play that? And then like, soon enough, I grabbed it and I was like, wow, this is fun. Cause like Melee or like any other game, you can like rely on teammates, but that's like how chemistry and like teamwork works.
Yeah.
You have to rely on your teammates. You can't be just one guy.
With
Like,
Melee, it's just you,
Melee,
man.
it's you. It's like you're the guy, and like it's neutral game, and it's like if you lose the neutral, you have to like recover from that. You cannot be aggressive or like you cannot rage and like just be like screw it. I'm gonna give this to somebody else. You deal with it.
Yeah, you have to.
Like, it's on you.
You have to be smart.
Yeah,
It's
you can't
hard.
just be like very cocky. I mean, you can, but like it's not gonna work all the time. It's just gonna fluster you. And
Yikes.
I played it. When it comes to like playing it competitively and like trying to get into it, I think I played for a not addicting but good healthy 6 months. And like even then, I'm still trash kind of compared
It's
to other
so
players.
hard
Like,
to be good at Melee because the people who are good
It's-
at Melee are just so good at
they
it.
know how to throw walls and they know how to like poke you and be like, oh, that's frustrating, and then they'll hit you again and they'll hit you again and then you're dead and then it's like, oh, well,
Yeah. Like even me to Foster. Foster's like not even good at Ultimate. Like he's good, but he's not like great. And I'll run in there and he'll just. If he plays Yoshi, man, I get smoked every time. It sucks. I mean, like it good for him, but I get cooked.
Foster. And we back and forth. At first, he fired me with Yoshi, and then I was like, maybe we should try like Ganon because I was trying Fox. And then
Yeah.
I tried Ganon, and then like Ganon's like, oh, that's for me.
Ganon's fun. I like Ganon.
Yeah,
He's a
I
heavy
like
though. You need
Ganon.
to have a heavy and a little guy, don't you?
I have Fox or Samus.
Okay, Samus is good in this game. Samus is awesome in Ultimate.
I love Samus. I love throwing bombs and then throwing a missile and then charging.
I like Snake. Snake's just hard to play.
Yeah, Snake is very like if you know how to play Snake, you're a fun player to watch.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well, all
I mean,
his
it's
like
frustrating to watch,
smashes are
dude.
super slow too, and so I like all the fast
It's just-
characters.
Yeah, it's just Snake is just like you throw walls, you just throw nades, up smash, and like C4 missiles, and then like once you get a hit, you know where the next step is. It's like very calculated, so it's pretty
That's
cool.
right. Dude, I'm so tired. Sorry.
Um,
Alright. I do have another question if you want to do that.
Yeah.
All right, so what was it like to you, someone who's not like a huge Call of Duty fan, going to CWL Atlanta with us and experiencing like Call of Duty like gamer culture from like kind of an outside source?
I thought it was gonna be very toxic. I'm not gonna lie. Like I look at Call of Duty as like shooting bodies, and just being like total like just shit talking. You know, that's how I see it.
Right.
I'm like, oh yeah, I see that. I understand. And like when you meet like the actual pros, like we met Teddy Rex, and then like I first saw him, and he goes like, you're fucking trash or some shit like that. Like the other team, and we meet him. He's like, hey yo, what's up?
He's like, hey guys, like he's so
Yeah,
nice.
I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. So it was like it was weird, but it was also fun. And
Yeah.
like going to Atlanta was very fun, and I'm glad we're going to Anaheim.
Yeah, me too. I cannot wait, man. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. But yeah, it's weird. Like I talked about this with Scott a little bit. Like how you go there, and like some people like the Optic Boys and like like Clayster are just like super professional about how they do it. And then you meet some of the newer dudes in the scene, like Silly or someone. Or he's not even newer, but Silly's just very down to earth. And then like Teddy. Like Teddy's not a huge name out there, but Teddy was like the most just down to earth, straightforward guy. He's just cool. Just like everything about him, he just sat down and he was just like, hey, what's up, guys? And we just like had a normal conversation with him.
Yeah, and like I feel like it like nowadays, like back then it used to not be like that because like first of all, esports was not very big at the time. Like esports like kind of like went big when it was like 2010s and all that.
Right.
Like when it finally like struck gold, but like when it came to like early games, like it was very down to earth. It was very like I want to play this game because I have good compassions of this. This is not like I want to make millions of dollars. I want to like.
This is before the 100 million prize pool in Fortnite.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's just like I play this game to just play it. You know, like this is my like compassion to play it.
Right.
Like I feel like nowadays it's kind of hard to find that, but like
Yeah,
it's very
definitely.
understandable. Like, oh yeah, I get money and I play my favorite game. Like, what's the big deal? And like, but like I do like nowadays you'll still see like people like Teddy Rex and Silly who are very down to earth and be like, oh yeah, dude, thanks for the support and everything, and like they'll talk to you and everything.
Right. Yeah, they're super just it's weird. Cuz you'll have like some like online gamer kids and they have this like huge massive ego. And I'm not going to drop any names cuz I
Oh,
really can't think of anyone I don't like in the community right now. But some people just roll out there and, like I experienced it in the past, but usually those people get over it. And they'll have this massive ego for like no reason. And then you have people who've like established themselves as like awesome and like good players, and they're just people. Like that's what it is at the end of the day. They're cool.
yeah.
They just hang out.
Um, yeah, I mean, we talked to Teddy Rex again for like 40 minutes. I think we talked about him, and then how like we were like not even talking about COD. We were just talking about random stuff, like what's going on.
Yeah.
And he was like very like, oh, that's sick, dude. And it's like it's not like yeah, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he wasn't like, oh man, I can't wait to get back to my hotel and have these stupid
Yeah,
kids stop bothering me. Thank goodness. That would have been awkward. But yeah, like another thing, it was just weird talking to Teddy. And remember when you remember what Teddy said? I don't know if you remember this, but he was like, "Hey, you guys planning on going to any other events?" And we were like, "No,
yes, I do. And
yeah,
I remember he's like, dude, you need to go if you're going to one, go to
go to
Cali,
Anaheim,
go to
go to
Anaheim.
Anaheim."
And then we're all like,
We were like,
no,
"That's
we'll
so
probably go to
far."
like, I
Ooh.
don't know, New Orleans or Chicago or Dallas, something's closed. And he's like, well, again, number one choice for me is Anaheim. You should go there. We're like, okay. And
Yeah,
we just kind of took it as like a pass or like, yeah,
yeah. We
we'll
really
do
didn't
this like
even
one and
think
done.
too
And we're
much
like,
about
we're
it.
hoping for Atlanta. And like we heard like, oh, Atlanta's not gonna be a thing. And it's like, oh, bummer. And then
Yeah,
Don's
bummer.
like, oh, I'm going to Anaheim, guys. And we're like, no, we're going to Anaheim.
We're
And
like,
then,
"You're going. We're all going."
yeah,
Oh
and it
man.
started like that.
Yeah. Dude, I'm so glad Dom threw that ass out of nowhere. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah. It's like I remember I told my dad, it's like, yeah, like I heard there's one in California, and he's like, oh, when is it? It's like I don't know. I don't know if it's like close or not. He's like, well, if it's too close, then I might not go. And like, it's like, oh, okay. And then like it was like, oh yeah, it's like 5 months from now. And I go, okay, okay, okay. I was like, all
I
right,
can ask
okay,
him. I can do it. I can do
I
it.
can do this. I can do this. Yeah. And then yeah. And
And
then we
then
got
that
it
one.
all planned.
Heck yeah. All right,
We
Ryan.
did. We like, yeah.
I have another question for you.
What?
All right, so growing up, what was a game that was either your favorite game growing up or something that was just influential to your like gaming career? Like for an example,
Like what like
I'll give an
pulls
example
my
of
string,
mine.
what pulls my strings.
Okay, yeah, I guess. I'll give you an example for mine. So, like, a super influential game to me was, like, Skyrim. It was one of the first games I'd actually just put time and effort and just everything into. I sat down and played Skyrim, like, every day for, like, a month in, like, summer, like, one year. That's, like, all I did. My brother did it. We would take turns playing. We just had so much fun just enjoying Skyrim for just what it was. And then like another example would be something like The Last of Us, which ruined single player games for me because it was just the like epitome of
Yeah.
just awesome game. And then every other single player game, other than like God of War that's come out recently, has just not held up to the standard. And so like, what does that for you?
Um, so my Skyrim from you, my Skyrim is Halo Reach. I got
Okay.
Halo Reach when it first came out, and I think even through Halo 4, and even somewhat of Halo 5 when it kind of came out, I don't even know, but throughout Halo 4 at least, I still played Halo Reach, and I played the heck out of it. It was so much fun.
I liked
It's
Halo Reach
like
too.
Halo Reach was like the thing to play for me. Like every day, I come home from school, don't do my homework, throw that in the side, and then I go play Halo for like a couple hours with a bunch of friends, and it was great because like you meet a lot of people, and like I was very shy as a person, and I was very like very low, and like I don't want to like make a scene or anything. Like you guys Foster, like the first year we like kind of knew each other. Like I never said a single word in like class or anything. Like it
Right.
took me a while to like even say like 2 words at a time. And like, but like when you go on to Halo Reach and you just meet all these people and you're just laughing and just having a good time, and like it really like it's the game that like I think of the most as a game that I spend a lot of time on.
Yeah.
And for single players, I would have to say The Last of Us. I mean, that game was just everything. I mean, like, I'm so glad they're making a second one.
Yeah, I
I
can't
don't
wait.
know when it's gonna come out, but I'm glad they're making a second one.
Me too.
And
Man.
I can't think of any other games.
That's fine. Yeah, back to what you were saying about Halo and how like being able to just like jump on something and just have fun. Like that's like more so what it used to be than what it is now. I feel like a lot of games now just are just like, and you know like Splitgate just came out and I'm really excited to play it, but I still haven't started it yet. And it's been out for like 3 days now.
Yeah.
I think.
I think it's also like we kind of grown up and like you remember games like where you were like, I don't care how much I'm just doing it on my own. Like I'll play this game no matter what, even if I don't have any friends to like talk to or anything. I'll put time into this game.
Right.
I feel like we kind of lost that touch in some ways. Like even if I play some of my favorite games now, I'll play it for a while and be like, I'm feeling it right now.
Right.
Like, I'll drop it. I'll put it down and be like, okay, now what?
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. Like I bought Skyrim on my PC a little while ago, and I streamed it for like 10 hours or something, like, you know, across like 3 or 4 days. And now it's like, you know, I could really care less about playing Skyrim again. And another thing is, it's like, I'm not going to go play pubs by myself in Call of Duty anymore. If I wanted to, I could go play Counter-Strike for another probably 100 hours by myself, but I don't want to. It's just way more important to me now to enjoy my time and play with people I want to play with and have fun more than it is just play games. It's more about the social aspect more than it is the gaming now.
Yeah, and I think that's a really like a big situation, which is like, it's like one side's like, yeah, kind of bad, because I'm not enjoying games technically, like for the most part, but I'm still like having an okay time, and like on the other hand, it's like, well, I get to at least talk to my friends, and like we can like cooperate and like have something fun to play with, and like we're doing this bond that we still have, and like that's another side, but like I don't know, we just like lost a touch to one. Which is you know, just playing games on its own.
Well, I feel like another thing is like we got almost like spoiled with such like good games in the past and like stuff that's recently come out. I mean, like for example, like you have a game like Counter-Strike come out, right? And like CS:GO comes out, and it's like the tactical, like you die in one bullet if you get shot in the head. It's like the strategic shooter game. And then you have a game like Rainbow come out, and Rainbow's like, all right, this is the one where you get to be kind of stealthy and you have to do it like smarter than you have to do better than gun skill. You have to play, you know, you have to outsmart more than that. And you have Call of Duty, which is more of just a gun skill, like raw talent, and then you be smart game. And then we've got games that like just dominate in the single player scene, like your Last of Us, your God of War, the Spider-Man game. And then other developers put out like Metro Exodus. Like I have Metro. I played it for 1 day. I didn't beat Metro. I probably won't play Metro ever again. It's you know, we've been spoiled by these like AAA publishers that publish like a good game, mechanically, like just game wise, enjoyable replay value, and then we get something like Metro Exodus, which probably has a really good story, but when I walk around and I go to shoot something with a little gun, it doesn't feel good, and I don't want to play it.
Yeah, it's just a touch of it, like you remember when you touch a game and you're just like, oh my god, I'm putting like 20,000 hours in this.
I'll give you an example of that. Your first time playing Just Cause 3. When you walk out and you blow anything up and you see it fall apart, you know it's going to be fun. Just because the physics engine in that game, because it's like cryo engine or something.
It's like you blow up a bridge, you're just like...
You're like that. Okay, I could do this.
Yeah. Where's more?
Where's the next bridge?
It's like that.
Yeah, it's just a trip to just go and...
But like when you do it once and you're just like, oh, that was fun. Try it again.
Nope.
I can't do it.
Yep.
And it's just like, oh, it's like taking a shot. It's like, one, okay, that's so good. And then like, if you do too many, you're just gonna pass out. And you're just be like, oh, I'll never do that again.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like, cannot go back. It's like a one and done situation.
It's a one and done, baby.
Yeah.
Would you
I mean,
say,
like,
I know this is the case for me, would you say that you ruin games for yourself? In my case, I get any multiplayer game, and then I walk out, and I have this whole, like, all right, I'm going to go play this game, and it's going to be fun. And then I go in there, and it's multiplayer, and I'm like, okay. And then I feel myself for a little bit, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm getting pretty good at this. And then I'm like, all right, so I need to be the best every single time in the lobby, blah, 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 blah. And I get all, like, you know, I get, like, super competitive about it, and I just ruin it for myself. Do you think you do that the same?
kind of, yeah. It's like, when I dropped Counter-Strike, the reason why I haven't really gotten back to it is like, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be like I was before, you know? I'm gonna pick it up, and it's gonna be like riding a bike, you know? It's like that. And then, like, I grab it, I die, and I go, that was stupid, I'm not playing this again. And it's like, it's like when you pick up a game, it's like art. If it's like, if it doesn't feel right, you drop it. And that's how it works, you know?
Right.
It's like you pick it up, you drop it if it doesn't feel right. And like, more people are sensitive than others. I'm not gonna say any names. And
What?
but like,
Uh,
yeah. Like,
Go on.
you know what I mean, right?
Go
like,
on. I know what
like
you
we're
mean.
we're it's like oh, I don't like pasta. I don't like spaghetti. I don't
Dude,
like this. I don't like
dude, don't
that.
come at my
Blah,
neck
blah,
like
blah.
that. I don't like spaghetti.
Okay, like what I'm saying is like people are picky, I feel like. And so like some people are like, "Oh yeah, I played this game. It's pretty cool." And then like I'll come back to it and like they don't take it seriously. And then there's us where we're like, "I want to be the best. I want to be this. I want to
Yeah.
do this."
That's like
And
all
then,
of us,
like,
man.
And when you fail, you just want to throw your controller or whatever out the window and be like, "Screw this game. I'm never playing it again."
Yeah. I mean, an analogy I give to people is it's like I can go play Call of Duty and I can go like 75 and 12 in a pub and I'll remember all 12 of those deaths and I can get pissed at each individual death I had. It doesn't matter how many kills I got, how many score streaks I got, how well I did. I'm just like, dude, if I just did this differently, I wouldn't have died there. And then I would have done 75 and 5 instead of this, and I would have been happy. And, you know, it's like, at the end of the day, it's a pub, and
like,
I'm getting the
you're
same
very
XP.
picky. Yeah, you're very picky. You're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that was stupid." Like,
Yeah.
it's like I got a 3K and we still won. It's like, well, I could have got the 4K. Pretty cool.
Yeah, like in
It's like,
CS, when you're in a 1v5 and you kill 4 of them and die to the last guy, and you're like, dude,
yeah,
you just
and-
want to
and
be
it's like-
pissed.
and all your friends go, "Nice try," and you're just like, "This is bullshit." And you're just like,
And you're like, dude, I could have won that. And it's,
Yeah.
you know, you just ruin it for yourself when you do that. And I have a hard
Yeah.
time not doing that.
it's like that, and like also you're like a lot of expectation. So like, let's just say,
Yeah.
for a good example, and you understand this completely. Let's say Metal Gear Solid 5. Oh my god, this game's amazing. The story is confusing, but it's amazing. The graphics, oh my god,
Amazing.
it's like it's amazing. The shooting, oh my god, it's like real life. The AI, it's pretty cool. Like the building your army and like doing the space and you're out in sea and you have a dog and it's pretty cool and it's like, wow, I'm having a lot of fun. And then you get Metal Gear Survive and you're like, oh, it's gonna be the
And you're
same
like,
thing.
oh, dude, it's going to be the same thing, except I can do it with my friend. It's going to be so cool. We're going to walk out there and we're going to sneak around. I'm going to shoot this guy. He's going to shoot that guy. And then it's going to get in this huge gunfight and we're going to have to duck around stuff and throw grenades and do that. And then it doesn't. And you have a stick and you're supposed to hit zombies. And you're like, dog, like, what did I buy this for?
It's like that. And
That's
it's
exactly
like,
what happened, man.
and it's like,
I'm so
you're like,
mad.
you complain and you're like,
Yep.
well, just make the other game, but just make it co-op. Like, that's not that hard.
Yeah, just take
And
what
it's
I
like-
had and just give me him. Him. I want to play with him. Like, take away my dog. I don't care. Take away the
Yeah,
horse. Take away
my
Quiet.
dog and throw my buddy in there. And then
Thank you.
I'll play for like, I don't know. Like
I'll play for
10,000
10,000 hours. I would. Man, I've played Metal Gear Solid like 4 times, like through the story. It's so good. I freaking love that game. I adore that game. I should have said that when I said like Skyrim, man. Like that game is up there. Like my top 3 games I've ever touched in my entire life literally go in the order of Metal Gear, Skyrim, Last of Us.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, like that's the top 3 single player games I'll ever play, and then God of War is right under it. It might even be above Skyrim at some days.
And guess what? To us, there's never going to be another one.
No.
We want it.
I mean,
We want
depending
it.
on Elder Scrolls 6, like I don't know what will ever top that. Ever.
Like, for us, we're spoiled.
Yeah, we're
because of the
spoiled
companies.
because of
And then
games
we're
like that.
We have this hype, and it's like, oh, here we go. It's gonna be like the good old times. Nope. And then it's like, oh, trash.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's just like the flop of Fallout 66 or whatever? 76? What?
Even Fallout 4.
Hold on, let me check which Fallout it was.
It was
76. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but like
even Fallout 4.
Yeah, Fallout 4 was
like it was okay.
I liked Fallout 4. I'm not gonna go play Fallout 4 for the next 200 hours and actually enjoy it. I have it on PC and PlayStation. I mean, like, I'll tell you how many hours I have on Steam. Like, I think it's just age. I can promise you, it's probably less than 30.
It's like I feel like when you're age, like, for some people, like your prime, you're just hoping for it to continue, and it's not gonna be like that because like things change, you know. Like, cause remember Battle Royale back in the day? Cause I don't.
Oh, okay. I mean, like, there was Minecraft years ago, but
well, yeah, Hunger Games.
Like, yeah, dude, I have 7 hours on Fallout 4 on my PC. 7 hours. That's nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, Battle Royale back in the day, like, Minecraft was the first one, and then we had, like, H1Z1, and I don't know about you, but I spent countless hours watching people play H1Z1. No?
No.
I spent hundreds of hours just watching, like, Courage back when he was a little streamer, or, like, the Doc, or like, Ninja back before Ninja blew up completely, back when he was pulling, like, 5, like, 10K viewers and stuff. That's still a huge stream. But, dude, I was watching that stuff forever, and it was so much fun. That's, like, half the reason I bought a PC. Like, the one I'm on, like, now, or, well, you know, the previous version of it. But, like, that's, like, half the reason I got a PC is to play H1Z1 and to play Counter-Strike with not 50 frames.
Yeah. I think we run on this question, but do you want any other comments on this?
Which question? What was the question?
Like, are we spoiled?
Influential games? Like, we're spoiled. I know I am. I mean, like, I'm definitely spoiled when it comes to, like, what I expect in a game and stuff like that. Because I just expect so much now because I've been, like, given games like Metal Gear Solid 5 or like, even a game like Black Ops 3 where it's just, like, a good, solid multiplayer experience. And then there's zombies along with it. And zombies are fun if that's your thing. I'm not a huge zombie person, but I enjoyed them. And it's just, like, you just have so much, like, stuff to do, and there's so much, like, unlockables. And it's like, oh, if you play for 2 hours, you get a loot crate, and in that loot crate, you get 3 things, and one of those things might be really cool. I don't know. And then it's like, yeah, I'll play that. And so, you know, you put 500 hours into something, you try and get all the loot crates to try and get the camo you want, and once you get it, you're like, I can finally rock this camo. I've been trying for this long to get it. And it's just, it's great. It's like what Fortnite did right. Fortnite walked out here, and Fortnite was like, okay, guys, we're going to make a fun game that anybody can play. It's appealing to casual people because it's cartoony, and it's fun, and it's straightforward. It's, you know, run around, shoot people, don't die. And then it's... Gone?
There's also a price tag that says FOFE, FRE.
Free? Free, yeah, free. Free Battle Royale. I'll get to that in just a second. And then they attach... like 200 different cosmetics now, at least, and that's just skins. There's emotes and crap that are, you know, through the paywall, obviously. But it's a free game that they walk out and give you, and it's like, all right, man, you can play this and have nothing and have just as much fun as anyone else who spent $500 on the game. And that's, like, how a developer is going to put out a game now, I feel like. That's, like, the new move. I mean, like, Call of Duty will always release a title, in my eyes, for $60 a year, and that's just how they're going to do it. And after this last one, I'm definitely not going to buy the $100 version of the next one. I spent $100 on Black Ops 4, and I got 2 camos that everyone has now because they gave them away as, like, Memorial Day gifts or something. Like, I bought a season pass. I've gotten, I don't know what out of it. 5 battle packs, maybe? I don't know. Like, I don't know what I've gotten that you haven't gotten because you didn't buy it. Like, I don't know. And then there's, you know, like... there's the battle pass thing, and then there's, like, my pre-order exclusive. I don't know what I got, like a camo, like a Muertos camo that they only let you select one of the camos to have, and then they give them away in loot packs. And it's like, I don't know why I spent $20 for a camo. I could have spent $60 on for the game instead of $100 to not get it right now and just get it later. Like,
yeah,
you know, and that's why Fortnite did so well. Just throwing out their little free game and then going, hey, we have this other thing that's not free. It's $20, but you can play it if you want. You don't have to. And then look at all this other crap you can buy that looks cool, makes you, you know, makes your character more menacing or makes it more fun, or, like, you can be a banana. Like, it's great. I love it. I don't even play Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite was like a big thing for us.
It definitely was for me.
It was for a good couple of good minute.
Yeah, I played a lot of Fortnite. I played a ton of Fortnite on PC at least.
I didn't take it. I wasn't good at Fortnite, but I still played it.
Because you were trying to play Counter-Strike. You're strafing people with the deagle again.
Again, Counter-Strike was my thing, and I was good with the deagle.
You were nasty with the deagle. You think that Destiny was one of the first keep paying to play games? In what way do you mean Destiny was a pay to play game? You mean like they released the next
win?
Yeah, no, I think he means I think I know what you mean, Foster. Hold on. What Foster's saying is it's like, okay, so we're going to release Destiny, the standalone game. 3 months into the game, we're going to release the first raid, Crota's End. And then it's like, okay, and only by buying this, you can get the next levels. It's like what WoW does, World of Warcraft. It's like, you can buy this expansion, go to level 100, and then fight this bad guy who drops this thing. And it's like, pfft, you don't have to, but if you want to get to the next level, it's $20. And then you're just like, yeah, I want the next level. I like it. It'll give me something to do. I'll have some fun. And that's just what happens. It's just what we do. Well, you know, when you give us a game that's moderately priced, you know, like $40, $60, $30, that's like $60 is a real game, and I feel like we should get more out of what we do nowadays. But like, if Destiny were to go, okay, Destiny 3, $20, we're gonna have 6 expansions over the next 2 years. Each expansion will be $15. I'd probably buy the game and buy every expansion if I liked the game.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I would.
That brings a question. What do you think was like you can start off with any game or any year. Like, when was like pay to win really an issue, or like was it becoming one?
When did it become an issue?
Yeah. To you.
I'm not, to be honest, a super firm believer in pay to win. I don't play like Warframe or something where you can like Clash of Clans. I can buy gems. I can get to the next town hall the second they release it. Like, you know, like that's pay to win in my opinion. But like, obviously I'm not gonna go Call of Duty's pay to win. I have to pay $500 to get this battle pack to get this gun that only comes in the battle pack, and the gun's the best gun in the game. Like, I don't think that's true. Yeah, it's annoying to get killed by like the tiger shark or something in Black Ops 4, but like, I promise you, if I pulled out like a Titan, I would insta kill you just because it's a Titan and that gun's broken, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, give me an example from your side of pay to win.
I actually thought. I kind of agree with you. Where like, Call of Duty's not really pay to win, but like it's obviously annoying. Like, you remember the Peacekeeper? Peacekeeper in Black Ops 2 was huge when it came out.
I didn't really play Black Ops 2.
Both a AR and a sub at the same time.
Oh yeah, it was the like. I thought that was the Ripper.
Very powerful still.
I thought that was the Ripper.
That was the Peacemaker Keeper. I think it was.
I thought it was just an AR. I know.
I mean, Scott can tell
Scott, me. Yeah, Scott knows more than I do.
Yeah, that was like one of the first guns I thought it was kind of like a pay to win, and then I thought Advanced Warfare kind of was.
Oh, I didn't play AW, but that one looked like pay to win. Because if you didn't have the speakeasy. Yeah, if you didn't have like the speakeasy, Obsidian Steed.
Like, I forgot the
get Scott on the podcast. Foster, Scott was the first episode. Would you like the YouTube link? Go on, Ryan.
I think, yeah, like the bow, one of the bow variants in like the ASMR or ASM1 variants that were like one of the biggest ones.
Is that what I said?
Was like one of the big ones. Like, what was it?
The speakeasy and the Obsidian Steed.
Obsidian Steed was like the big, like, pay to win kind of thing I saw. I was like, oh, that's a rip off kind of a thing. Cause like, you remember Merc Music? I think he did like, I think he meant to like do at least $300 into that game just to get every gun.
Probably. I mean, he probably put more than that.
I think he was off by like 3 guns. I think he was
$300 for not all the guns. Was he like Master Prestige though, or was he like level 7?
I think he had like 22 days on it.
Oh, so he played a lot. Golly.
You know, I think, in my opinion, that was one of the worst CODs.
Really?
Ever.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it was. The movement was probably the reason why. And obviously gun balance was another thing.
Yeah, I didn't play that game, so I can't speak on it much, but I can speak on what I see. A lot of people like to say nowadays that AW was like one of the good CODs, and it was awesome, but it came out at the wrong time or something. And like, to me, that just means it wasn't a good COD, because if you don't release what the viewers are looking for at that time, you made a bad game. Like,
yeah, because they went from Ghost, which was I think really slow for what it was, to like AW, which is like
Super fast.
you can like jump around the map like all you want kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like an instant turn off. It's like, oh, it's either like you're all in or you're all out. So
Right.
how I view it.
Yeah, that makes sense. People talk like I remember back in the day before I was really into gaming and Call of Duty, and you know the Call of Duty Battlefield question was like, you know, they were bumping heads and everyone's like Battlefield's better because there's so much more you can do and there's this and this and this and this, and Call of Duty's the same thing every year. And then Call of Duty said, I bet. And they, you know, coughed up AW. And then everyone goes, I want a game that's not traditional Call of Duty. AW comes out. And then everyone goes, never mind, give us Call of Duty back. And then we have these jetpack games that come out that I think are awesome. And then we get...
Obviously, we all agree Black Ops 3 was one of the best.
Yeah.
It was obviously a good redemption from...
It was a good redemption from AW to Black Ops. Isn't that the order it went in?
Uh-huh. Because AW obviously slowed it down a little bit with like limited jetpack, but it was still like new. It was wall running.
Yeah.
Like it really mixed it well to where it's like, oh, I can still play this on the ground.
Yeah.
I can also like be shifty with it. So like I think that was one of the games that really split apart from, again, competitive to casual. You can really see the difference between the two.
Because we could have, like, I'm not going to throw you under the bus or anything, but someone like you who doesn't really jump that much in Black Ops 3,
Yes.
I mean, you run around with the like, XR2 or something. Like, not a competitive weapon, and you do well because you understood the game, understood where people would be, you knew how to shoot the guns. Like, you were good at the game. And then you have, like, little crackheads like Scott who wall run from one side of the map to the other on Redwood, don't touch the ground, and get 15 kills on the way there. Yeah. And like it's just the balancing difference of someone who plays faster, more, and is better. I air quoted right there.
It's gonna get rewarded.
Yeah, and then there's someone like you who plays it in a more casual sense, but you still play and have fun and do well, and you get rewarded in a different sense.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this a minute ago. When the chat's going on about people like not ever being able to be happy about stuff, and I was thinking about how like World War II came out and the time that everyone goes, yeah, give us a Call of Duty that's just like the old ones. We want something that's boots on the ground, it's slow, you can sit on a head glitch, assault rifles are good, subs aren't good, and they gave us that, and then it might be considered the worst COD to have come out ever. It is, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's like
literally played
Minecraft.
Like,
it was obviously like the worst hype.
Yeah.
Like, World War II, it's back on the boots. We're gonna bring back the old veterans. We're gonna love it. Worse.
Worst COD. Terrible.
Worse.
But like the chat said, you can't make everyone happy, and I like when it comes to me, like what I expect out of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, like that's the next one coming out is Modern Warfare. They've released the name, I think, or maybe it got leaked. I don't really know.
I think they say Modern Warfare for sure.
Okay, yeah. Like if it comes out, like all I want out of that game is to be able to enjoy it. I want to be able to run around with my submachine gun and not feel at a hindrance up close in a gunfight. If I'm 3 feet away, I want to win the gunfight because I have a sub, and I want him to lose it because he has an AR. If they make that and I can move relatively quickly, I'm happy. Like that's all I want. Like I have super low standards when it comes to like movies. Like Sydney, any of my like friends who've gone to movies and stuff with me can attest to this. I've never paid for a movie other than like The Darkest Hour that I haven't enjoyed. I just have super low standards. I go and I enjoy it. I have fun.
We keep bringing this up. I'm always like, well, you forgot that one movie that we watched with Ray.
What was that?
Sydney.
Does Sydney know it?
Yeah, Sydney helped us with it. It was it Dunkirk?
Dunkirk.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't really care for Dunkirk either. It was alright. Yeah, thank you, Sid.
Yeah, Dunkirk.
Dude, I expected like this action war movie that was like Pog and stuff, and then it came out and it was like this super
quiet.
Accurate. No, it wasn't even quiet. There were gun shells and bombs going off.
When it came to like voices.
No one, like, yeah.
One got shot, everyone was dead quiet. It was like
someone got shot and they're all just like, yikes, dude, rip. And they sat there and like just left. And I mean, like, I guess that's like realistic. I just didn't expect a realistic game.
I guess it's like the shock and awe of it. It's like, oh, whoa, this is really happening, movie. Kind of thing. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's probably how Dunkirk and the like storming of the beaches and stuff actually was. But like, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't really want to know if it's being completely honest. I just expect to see a cool war movie. I want to see some Saving Private Ryan guy get shot at and go be a savage, but I didn't get that.
Yeah, where was Tom Hanks?
Yeah, where was Tom Hanks? Yeah, take back that little skinny French guy and give us Tom Hanks. Thank you. But like I was saying, I have like mad low standards for like movies, TV shows, and so I enjoy just about anything I watch. And so I feel like it should be the same with games, but like when it comes to a Call of Duty game, if you give me a game that's balanced, I'm probably gonna like it. I mean, like I'll probably have fun playing it. You know, as long as a game is mechanically made well and there's, me being able to walk on there and then feel comfortable playing the game, not have anything that happens in the game that like, oh man, I don't like the way when you look up, you can only look up this far and then it cuts off. I feel like I should be able to look higher. I don't want like stupid things like that to happen. Or like, mainly on console games, like I'll use Red Dead for an example. I know you know this too. The aiming sucks.
Oh yeah.
It just sucks. And you just like spam L2. You just like cram your little L2 button to snap the little
looking around freely. It's pretty fast, so it's like so it's normal. And then like you press that LT, it's like a snail. It's like
yeah. Or you LT and you can LT snap. Like
I swear auto aiming in that game is better. It's like, it's like dumb.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You've put so much time into video games and it's become such a hobby that you've been able to nitpick and give yourself higher standards. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. Like,
I mean, like, yeah, it's because like what Foster's saying, it's like when you touch a game, and it's like that's like the standard of you. It's like if this game's not like this, I'm not touching it.
Yeah, if the game isn't enjoyable, I'm not gonna play it. And like that's just the sad truth. I hate saying that.
Like it's very hard now to like be able to be like, okay, like work with us people, like okay, if we're making a game, like work with us. Like no, you gotta like work with the people as well. Like you cannot just be like one-sided.
Yeah, definitely. Like when devs just walk out and do just their thing and they're like, okay, this is what the game's gonna be. We're not gonna listen to the community. I'm looking at the Naruto game right now, Sydney. I know you know what I'm talking about. When they make the game and then that's all it is and they just walk out and make the game and then they're like, we're gonna add something that you can shoot people through the wall with an air blast, but we're not gonna update it to where it doesn't do that anymore. That's not cool. Like, dude.
I also hate nowadays about like games are always like, okay, like like copying is very annoying. I feel like.
What do you mean?
Like let's say Black Ops 4. Oh, Battle Royale's a thing. We should probably dump something out and try that. Like just stick what you are. Like if anything, just drop one. If you think one's like dragging you down, just drop it. Don't add stuff. It's like making it worse.
Yeah, I actually really like Blackout, and I wish any of you guys liked it, but none of y'all like it, and so I'm not gonna like make you guys play it. But I really like Blackout. I think it's a lot of fun. I like the map. It's nice to go drop like firing range or somewhere and like kind of know where I am. And it's like, oh hey, one's top 10. Like I have a call out for this. I can tell you where something is. That's cool. And then we've got
yeah, but like I feel like games they're always like trying to add stuff to it.
Yeah.
And they're always like, oh, we need to add stuff. We need to get going. Because like if you look from like, I'll even go like pretty like not so far ago, like Modern Warfare 3 to like. I don't even know, like World War II, they still look very different when it comes to like the drawn out basics. Cause like,
you mean like visuals or what?
Like just like gameplay of it.
Oh yeah, World War II's what?
Like there's
much
so
faster than Modern Warfare 3?
Like so much added stuff to it that's very unnecessary. And it's like kind of like a kill show.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Black Ops 4 is very lacking in that. Like we have specialists, yes. Do we have grenades and stuns that are worth throwing? No. We can only have a grenade or a stun. You can't have both because L1 is heal now. They added a heal mechanic, and that's like, it's cool. I feel like it's bad for Call of Duty. I don't think it's a good thing for the player base and for the way Call of Duty has been traditionally played and should be played. Because you have little crackhead stupid people like me who are like, okay, I just got shot 3 times, stick myself with a little stim pack, turn around and reach out the guy and then shoot him in 2 seconds. And so it takes away the idea of being, hey, he's weak, hey, he's one shot. It's going to take him 4.5 seconds to start healing, and then in 7 seconds he'll have full health, and then he'll chow. So I have 3 seconds to push this up to where I can annoy the guy enough to make him back up to get positioning. It throws that away.
It changed the meta very, very badly.
Well, I don't even know if it's a bad change. I personally don't like it.
It's just a huge change. It's just a huge change in the meta, and it's like very like, oh, that just happened. Like he was fully held. Like I dropped it down to like, let's just say 20, and then all of a sudden he's back to 100 and just shot me to death.
Yeah, I mean that's
that's stupid.
Yeah.
I couldn't like drown him out and like just push him when I think it's a good time.
Yep. And another thing,
off his game.
Another thing Black Ops 4 has done is they made the health cap instead of 100, they made it 150 and made it an actual number you're aware of. And so what they did in doing that is increase time to kill. The TTK is higher now, and as of right now, like, I'm very used to the time to kill. And I'm afraid when this next COD comes out, it's going to go back to the standard time to kill of like a Modern Warfare 2 where you shoot them 3 times and they're dead. You know what I mean? And we're going to walk out and be like, wow, we're killing people so fast. This sucks. Like, I feel like I get shot once and I'm instantly dead. Because, like, when I get joked and get killed super quick in Black Ops 4, I'm like, wow, that was so fast. I didn't have time to do anything. And that's, like, a high time to kill, I'm pretty sure, still, in Call of Duty history.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm relatively worried to see what happens next in the next year, and then with franchising moving forward and possibly the, like, demise of Optic as just an organization. It's worrisome for the Call of Duty scene, to be honest.
Yeah, it's dark hours for you guys. Obviously for everybody else, yeah, it's a bad thing because we're losing like a very high team.
We're losing
esports
the
for
team.
Like a very long time.
We're losing the Call of Duty team. But yeah, I mean, like, it's hard to see like Optic's Halo team, which won like Worlds or something like twice, I think. They're not a thing anymore. They got dropped by Infinite, the people who own Optic, and then yeah. I think they won Worlds twice. I'm not positive. Don't quote me.
And then Optic won a few majors in Counter-Strike. They
won majors
against, I think.
Was that when they had Mixwell?
Yeah, they lost against Astralis, or they won against Astralis. And Astralis was like a pretty good sized team because that's when they got their captain, their new captain and everything, and then they had everybody pretty much, and they got fried by Mixwell. They got fried by
Was
Rush,
this Mixwell, Rush, Tarek,
and then I forgot the other 3.
I don't the other 3, the other 2. Was that when Shazam was on the team?
No, I think Shazam was gone.
Yeah, but like, I watched Hex's podcast with Hitch today, and they were talking about like Optic and what it is to Optic to be a creation and like content driven organization first, and then they happen to be really good at esports. And so it's like, you know, when Mixwell was introduced to Optic, the fan base, including myself, adored him. Like, we're all huge Mixwell fans. I'm still a huge Mixwell fan. I don't even know if he plays Counter-Strike anymore.
I love Mixwell.
I love Mixwell.
He's at G2 right now.
He's up there somewhere. Like, he's on a good team. I know that. And, you know, he's Godwell. He's like the op master.
He was so good. Like, French people who, like, he did not speak any French at this point. Like, we're like, we need you on this team.
And he learned French for it, too, didn't he?
He tweeted, like, I'm just about to learn French, dude. It's freaking sick.
Yeah, dude. I love Mixwell. But what Optic's talking about is, like, they're a content-driven org first. And so they walk out and make content like Vision. And they're like, all right, guys, we're going to introduce our Counter-Strike roster. And Mixwell walks out. And Mixwell's like the face of Optic CS. And then corporate's like, all right, no more Counter-Strike. Or I don't even know if they still have a team, man. Like, I just don't know.
They changed it huge. It's like same thing as like Cloud9 for a second. Like, they went completely Euro.
Completely international?
Mm-hmm. They dropped every American except for like 2 people. And then I think Shazam was actually back on to Optic for a while.
Yeah.
And they picked up 2 people from Denmark, and then like someone from Sweden, and then another person from like, I don't know, like Poland or something.
Yeah, but it's like people I don't know anymore, and it's like, you know, it's no longer an NA team. We don't have that like Team Liquid, like, oh yeah, NA, blah 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 blah, right?
Yeah.
Like, isn't Liquid still
like,
NA? I haven't watched CS in forever, man.
They got Stewie back, and they won that tournament in Sydney.
I haven't watched CS in forever, but
yeah,
it's nice to have like a North American team that's good and that we can root for.
Yeah, Team Liquid's a very good team. They are very good at like having like a good span, except for like I think COD. I don't think they have a team for COD.
Liquid had a team for COD. Burns used to play for them. I don't know what happened to that. But Rise is out of Call of Duty. TK's out. Dude, so many teams. Optic
like,
may be out by
Anaheim. Or for like this tournament.
In general, like, there's no more Team Caliber Optic or Team Caliber Call of Duty team, nor a Rise Call of Duty team. Yeah, and Optic may be out of Call of Duty by Anaheim. Like 2 weeks, man.
Fuck.
I know. It's like, dude, like, wait, what day do we leave? The 9th?
Yeah.
We're so
And
close.
we'll be there on the 10th.
We're so close, Ryan.
Yeah.
Got to get through this week, man. But
I think another thing that we should talk about is like back in the day, like, and this is for like any sports team in general. Like, you root for a team for like all the players, pretty much.
yeah,
And like, cause like teams very rarely changed.
back in the day, you're right, because we had
rare that happened. Like,
how long
there
was VP a team?
like first
Years,
pro?
right?
Oh
Yeah.
my God, years. They
Years.
benched,
Taz,
the
right?
first bench was Taz, and that was like a year ago.
And Taz
then,
is like 35. Like Taz is like he's like old.
like
He's
the
so
average
good,
age
though.
for that team was like 20 something, like 25, and that's really old for a team.
Especially in Counter Strike.
The oldest,
With all these
and
young
the oldest was,
crackheads
like,
doing
Tasha and
2Ks.
Taz. They were like they're in their 30s.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, and we're still going ham.
They were just great. But same with Call of Duty. Like we had the Optic Dynasty team for like 3 years, and then it's like Formal's gone. We pick up Octane and crap. I can't remember his name right now. Octane and Methods. And then by the time World War II ended, they were both gone. And we've got TJ and Dashy now. And now corporate's like, all right, no more Optic, and we're gonna have to drop everybody. And then all the teams that are in the league right now are about to cut someone to pick up one of those guys, because everyone on the Optic roster is a world-class Call of Duty player.
Oh, for sure.
Like definitely, they just are. Like it's wild, man. I'm afraid to see what happens next. To be honest, I don't know what happens next, especially for the viewership and the well-being of Call of Duty as an esport.
Yeah, I mean, like, again, back in the day, teams very rare changed. Like, when Stewie left, that was huge.
That was
for
huge.
CS. That was very like unexpected, and it was like, wow, that really happened. Stewie went to a non-American team.
Yeah.
It was like a stab in the back almost for you. Like,
It hurt. It hurt as North America. It was like Stewie, you've been our like golden boy for however
you're
long
like,
he
first
had.
we hated you, and then we loved you, and then we hated you again, and then he came back and it was like, oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even hate him when he left. It's.
I mean, it was just like annoying. Honestly.
Yeah, you're the same way as me, right? You're fans of more of the player and players than you are fans of the team, right?
Now I am.
Now you
Back
are.
in the day, it was teams, because
Okay.
like teams again very changed.
Yeah.
Change.
Like originally, I used to be a fan of like Optic, because basically like Scott, and I like that was the team to root for, and they were winning everything, so it was easy to be a fan of them. And now I feel like I'm more of a fan of players. I'm a huge like simp fan. I love Pristini, like Alec, the twins. I like this is Call of Duty again, but I like love those guys, and like whatever team Teddy is on, I'm gonna root for him. Whatever team Kenny is on, I'm gonna root for them. That is great teams right now.
Yeah,
But
it's just like instead of making like chemistry, I feel like teams nowadays are just like, oh, that guy's like going ham. He's a superstar. We should pick him up, and it's never gonna work. And they're like, oh, well that didn't work. Maybe we should cut this guy instead.
I feel like
And,
that's definitely the case in CS.
and it's like very very annoying. It's just like just pick a team, stick with it, and like get a couple of, like not even like a couple months, like at least a couple years, and like see what happens. You don't have to like put a lot of time into it, but like give it some time.
Yeah, let it
Like see what
let it
happens. If there's
sit and
arguments,
see what
then
happens.
cut somebody. It's not.
You don't
hard.
even have to cut somebody. Like everyone on these teams now should understand the atmosphere they're in and be able to work stupid things out. If there's a real issue between the team, you take it to corporate, and then they do what they do. They cut somebody. But if it's just a team strife, like if Dominic and I were to argue for the next 2 weeks, and then we go to Anaheim, I can promise you there would be no bad blood between Dominic and myself.
Yeah.
Like we would be cool, like we always are. I mean, every time Dominic and I argue over something stupid, which we do more than I'd like to admit, we always get it settled relatively quickly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I don't resent Dominic in any way. Like most of the times we've even argued, it's always my fault.
I think like for all of us, I think it's just like your competitiveness again. It's just like I can snap like this,
Yeah.
but it's like obviously just because of the moment.
Yeah, well, I'm like super competitive, and I'm stubborn too.
Yeah.
I'm like mad stubborn.
Like, like I'm like the yang to your yang when it comes to like being salty. Like I barely get salty at some points. Like I used to back in the day when I was really in CS, but like now I'm like okay, I can take a step back and be like, okay, I was like a little hectic. I was like a little carried away, and like I can barely like I can like breathe.
Yeah.
Okay, I was stupid.
Yeah.
Reset myself.
Now you just get nervous when we play CS. You'll do something cool for a round, and then you'll get like smoked the next round, and then you get like triggered and get quiet. Yeah. And like, man, we gotta like you and I both need to cut out being like that. I don't get quiet. I talk trash to the other team, but like you need to like communicate, man. That's like key. Like that's something Scott, Dominic, Evan, and I have worked on for like years, and we still need to work on it. We communicate better now, better than we ever have in game. But it's literally key to winning so many engagements, gunfights, maps, rounds, everything.
It's like obviously back in the day, it wasn't bad, but it was like obviously different.
It was so different. Now we just understand more now. Yeah. And the chemistry,
like, okay, this is just his moment. Just sit back and like let him calm down and just like, okay, just reset and just like get everything situation and just get back to the gameplay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is, man. It's nice to understand being able to sit down and being with your teammates, and you like sit down, do your thing, and it's like, this is what we're doing. We're in the game right now. Let's play the game. And we sit down and we, for lack of better terms, we do our job.
Yeah, I mean, like that's just real chemistry. And,
yeah,
like, that's what I feel like teams nowadays have an issue with.
Yeah, all right. I have a great example for real chemistry between you and myself. Mirage. When I used to play B, on third round, when I'd buy an MP9, you'd buy a smoke.
Yeah.
Every single round. I'd go sit on chair, or I'd run through the smoke, but you would smoke it, and I'd jump through it. And it worked more times than not. Like, we had B on lock. I would sit on site and watch push. You'd go cat, and you'd jiggle cat and apps. And dude, we had Mirage down to a science, man.
Had, like, one half of Mirage was just a lockdown. It was just done.
As long as A played well, we won every Mirage. And that's why I love Mirage so much, is because that's the only map I really like to play. Yeah. New Vertigo's good. We need to play Vertigo soon, but it's really fun. Yeah, all right, so Ryan, we're moving in towards an hour right now. Do you have anything else you'd like to bring up or anything like that?
Other than like, I don't know, like, I can't really think of. I'm trying to like think of like something that I can go with like with the rest of you, like COD, obviously, or like the early days.
Well, this doesn't have to be about Call of Duty, Ryan. This one's about you. You're the guest.
I mean, yeah, but like other than that, I can't really think of anything. Just kind of like feeding off of you, and then we'll just run on with it.
All right. Well, I'll ask you. What do you think is next? Like, what is, in your opinion, what type of game or what will be the next thing that catches our opinion, not opinion, and we just run with and play?
For me, I think it actually is maybe another COD. I probably have took a time to like step back and like be like, okay, COD is obviously changing a lot, and like me being like, oh, I can just jump in and be like the same thing as Black Ops 3 is obviously like not a real like look onto it, so I should just be like, oh, I just need to sit down and just play it and just get used to it.
Yeah.
It's like it's just a reset.
Yeah.
And other than that, I want to get back into CS. In some ways, I want to, get back to where it was and like be able to get back in the top. I want to go back to like getting to DMG at least.
I know, me too. We need to do that. I've been playing. I played CS the other day. We need to get back in on that, for real. That's on the list. I promise.
And Melee, it's like a thing that like I'll do on my side, but like other than that, that's kind of like all I'm thinking of. Yeah. Other than that, it's just single player games because like that's all I'm like kind of like begging for.
Yep. I'll tell you what's on my mind. If Battlefield puts out a game that's not a World War II if I get a real actual like assault rifle in my hand and not like an STG I can't do anything with, like, I'm playing the crap out of that, man, because I'm in the mood for a Battlefield game where I can go and play something relatively casually and just enjoy myself and like have some depth to a game. It's awesome in Call of Duty to have 15 different camos I like that I could run on my gun. And then with Battlefield, to me, it's more about what I prefer on a gun more than what is good for the gun. You know what I mean? Because like I like a sniper in Battlefield. It's cool. I like the M4s way more in Battlefield. Like if I get an AR, like an AK M4 or something, and I could like throw this little thing on it, and I'll throw this little flashlight thing just because it's cool. Like, dude, like that was like so much fun back in the day when I first got into playing shooters and stuff. There was nothing like it. But I'm hoping for a good Battlefield-esque game or something like that. And then I think moving forward for me, it's going to be a lot of Call of Duty, League, CS, just whatever really is fun. I'm hoping for a survival game too, and I know you are.
Yeah.
But it's hard, man. It's hard to find something that will catch our eye and hold our time and be enjoyable.
I feel like us trying to be like, oh, what's gonna come out? I feel like we just need to be natural and be like,
just find something.
That's like,
I remembered, Ryan. Halo.
Oh.
Halo on PC.
Halo.
I can't wait.
Now we're gonna. I think
can't
Halo's
wait.
gonna be the next step.
Dude, we're gonna. I can literally see us playing like Gruntpocalypse and crap just for hours.
Yeah.
Because that's like what I did back when I was younger. Like Foster can attest to that. My brother. Yeah, firefight, dude. You just go in there and you just like, you shoot the elites and crap, and it's just so much fun.
Like just playing co-op.
Yeah, I'll play the story on like retard, like super, like actually crippling difficulty where you just feel like handicapped and you can't do anything, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait for like Halo 2 at least, and then like everything after that, Halo 3 and Halo Reach. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do for like the rest of my life. It's just like that. Like
I can't wait, man.
It's like oh my god, that's coming out. And like when it first like was heard, like I really thought like, oh my god, they're listening community, because like Halo Online came out. And,
yeah.
Like, that was like, my god, it's Halo, it's online, it's on PC, give it to me right now. It's like, oh my god, they're just listening, because like I think they're called 737, something like that.
I don't know. 742.
It's something that connects with Microsoft to make the games.
Okay, I don't know.
They dropped Bungie like a long time ago.
Okay.
And so the game, like the production suit, like saw the like Halo Online, because they pinned them on it, and then they go, oh, this is really cool. I'm like, we're really happy for this community to like take on this project that we dropped like I don't know, like 2-3 years ago, and like really like put time into this, because like it was a project that they dropped like a couple years ago, and they go, and then some hackers picked up the files somehow, and then they gave it to everybody, and then like I think like 100 something people like communicated, and like within a year they made this game, and it was amazing. It was like, wow.
I still wish I played it. We need to try Splitgate, Ryan. It's basically Halo.
Right.
It's like Halo and Portal.
But yeah, and then but Microsoft was like, no, because this is copyright technically, and
Yikes.
and it's like everything that's, because like when people streamed it, they got copy strike. They got
Yeah,
struck
I
down.
remember that.
And like people like Jericho, who's a pretty good streamer, he got flagged hard.
Yeah.
His stream was taken out for a day, and he lost 2 videos that he made on. And he had to make like an apology or like a.
I remember that.
Like, oh,
That was rough.
my stream was just cut for a day.
I
And
remember
had to
that.
take out the 2 previous videos because of this, and I'm still gonna play it, but obviously I can't like show anything. And I remember people were talking about it because I played it for a bit.
I remember that.
All of a sudden, they're like, "Oh, hey guys, it's us, Microsoft. We're releasing Halo Online," and everyone's like, "Okay, where?"
When?
It's on Steam.
Steam.
It's like the gates were just open.
Here's the question: how much is it gonna cost?
I don't know, because they're doing it like, I don't know if they're doing it like a pack, and it's just like, oh, here's Halo, oh, here comes Halo 2, oh, there's Halo 3, oh, Halo Reach, there it is, and then I don't care about the other ones.
Yeah. I'm looking at it on my thing. I have it in my queue or my wish list. It's the Master Chief Collection, so it should be all the games.
Mm-hmm. But I think they're not all doing it at once.
Here we go.
At a time.
Yeah, I have the description pulled up. It says the Master Chief's epic journey covers 6 Halo games collected here in a single integrated experience built for PC. Whether you're a longtime fan or just meeting Master Chief for the first time, the Master Chief Collection is the definitive Halo gaming experience. Release date coming soon. 343 Industries, Splash Damage, and Xbox Game Studios, and Ruffian Games. But I mean, can't wait.
They just released a game, totally vanilla.
You just Just spit out the game. I'll play it. I don't even care, dude. If they have the same mechanics and give us cosmetics, I'm happy. I know you won't be, but I don't care.
Just make it vanilla. Vanilla Halo. It's fine.
Well, in the newer Halos, there's like weapon camos, right?
Yeah, when I'm saying like vanilla, like you don't change Halo 2 to be like Fortnite, no.
Yeah, no.
Like,
no.
No. It's
A Halo Battle Royale would be fun. Overshields.
I mean, like the thing is that if they give the community like access and like give them their part and be like, okay, you can do this. We're gonna give you like a little bit of space.
Give us Forge.
You're gonna be able to do Forge and like.
Yo, imagine having Forge World, but on PC, and you can load massive worlds, dog.
And they're doing mods, obviously mods like adding stuff to like make stuff work to the game, and it's like, oh my god, this would be great.
It's gonna be phenomenal.
The community is gonna have a part in it, and it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome, man. Can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait.
All right, man. I think. What?
I actually have a question.
Okay.
Okay, so we talked about games coming out and like games that we want, but like what are games that like for sure they're probably not gonna come out? If anything, they're coming out like in the next 5 years or some stupid shit like that. What games do you want that probably never come out ever?
Some that'll probably never come out ever.
Like for my example, Skate 4. It's never gonna come out probably, but I want it.
I think they'll come out with Skate 4 in the next 2 years. Personally, I think they'll spit it out and be like, "Look, guys, look what we did." Because it would make way too much money. Yeah, I don't know. I personally don't think we're gonna have a good Battlefield like I want, probably ever again. Yeah. I think the next GTA game is gonna be phenomenal. I think it'll be in 5 years, but
it's gonna take forever.
Yeah, and then what else? I personally think The Last of Us 2 is gonna be a flop. I'm not proud of saying that.
Compared, I agree, but like overall, I don't agree.
I hope I'm wrong. That's my favorite game, man. But like, I'm afraid that it's gonna come out and it's just not gonna live up to expectations.
Yeah, I understand.
But they're taking forever on it, which is a good sign.
I mean, they showed like leaks of it.
Yeah, but it wasn't even leaks. It wasn't leaks. It was from the dev team. It was. Yeah. It was like what we've done so far.
Not like leaks, but like they just showed it.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh.
I was like, oh, it's coming.
Oh, see, we don't ignore.
I'm excited for it, but yeah. What about you? Do you, other than Skate 4, anything you don't think is gonna come out?
I think CS will never get a new game.
Really?
They're never gonna change. It's
Hope
like
not.
I feel like what they done to CS Counter-Strike Go, they can never go back.
Yep, they'd ruined the skin market, which ruined basically Steam's entire market.
They're never gonna go like leak. It's like, because then people are gonna be like, oh, I just wasted thousands of dollars for absolute nothing. And it's just gonna be dead.
Yep.
And
that would suck.
Do you think like Overwatch will ever like change? Like they'll ever be like, okay, we're gonna drop this game.
What, you mean like Overwatch 2?
Like, what do you think that will happen?
No, I don't think we'll get an Overwatch 2. And if we do, it'll be
trash.
I don't think it'll be branded as Overwatch 2. I think it'll...
but like something close to Overwatch. Like there'll be a sequel to it, or like yeah.
I personally only think that Overwatch is the only game that can do that how they do it. If Paladins isn't a good enough example, even though it's not done by AAA, super good title. Like Paladins was a flop. There was that other game that I don't even remember what it was, but it was like Zero Gravity or something. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
I don't know. It flopped. It did horrible. But it had like a ton of hype for it. I think Overwatch is the only people who can do what they did the way they did it, and Blizzard's probably the best people to do it.
What about shoot, what was it? I just lost it. God, what was it? Oh, Metal Gear. Will they ever come out with a new one?
Yeah, no, not a official Metal Gear, Solid Snake, etc. game. Death Stranding is coming out. Let me pull it up. Kojima, Hideo, he tweeted something about it. Like.
Because he's on his own, right?
Yeah, hold on one sec. It might be today. Death Stranding's coming out like 29th, tomorrow. Hold on to your seats. We're getting it's the Koji Pro 2015 English. It's the Kojima Productions page. I'll link it to you. Hold on, I'll put it there. Let me follow this page so I can make sure I see it.
But like,
Discord. Boom. That's the Twitter for it. They're like, most recent tweet, not the pinned one. It says, hold on to your seats. We're getting there with the countdown for hashtag Death Stranding, 5:29 in the United States and in Europe, 5:30 if you're in Japan, which means tomorrow it's in your hands. That was tweeted 3 hours ago, which looks like the game's coming out tomorrow.
Which is nice.
It's Hideo, which means it's his product. It's his. I don't know.
Ideas.
I'll tell you tomorrow if it's good. I don't work tomorrow. If it comes out tomorrow, my money's gone already. That's all I know. I'm beyond excited for it, and I'll tell you if it's awesome tomorrow.
What about Silent Hill?
I'm not a big Silent Hill person.
I think Silent Hill was like a big hype for like a good 3 years, and then they dropped it completely, and I was like, okay, that was great. We were just wasting our time.
Foster likes Silent Hill. I don't really know anything about Silent Hill.
But yeah, they were like, oh yeah, Silent Hill, it's gonna be great. They released a demo. I think there was like huge. If you have it still, it's like literally it's like a vintage. Like probably people would buy that off of you. And
for Silent Hill, an old one.
Like the demo.
Oh, the demo.
The demo is still out there, but like once you delete it, it's gone.
Oh yeah.
You can't get it back.
Did you ever play Resident Evil 7?
No.
Gee, that game is freaking terrifying. I'm a pussy though, so. I'm a pussy, dude. I couldn't even play Outlast on stream while Sydney was like sitting next to me, man. I was scared. Evan subbed and I cried.
Yeah, way back in the day.
Yeah.
What else?
If you feel like this is a nice, natural end to the podcast, I'm not gonna drag you on any longer.
I think yeah. I mean, we'll ask. I guess if Chad has questions, then we'll do that. Other than that, I think it's a good wrap.
Any final questions, chat? I'll give her a second to reply.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I am going to thank you, Ryan, for coming on the podcast, man. As you know, you're a huge impact on my life. I love you like a brother, man. I'll, never have anyone who has the same importance to you that I ever. You're literally irreplaceable to me.
Yeah, we're obviously like the squad.
Yeah, we're homies, man, and we always will be. I make it a point every single time I come into town to see you, and that's on purpose. It's because you're the man, and thank you very much for coming on here. Thank you for supporting me continually as you do. Thank you for supporting this idea and gassing it up even when I come up with stupid ideas and everything, man. As I said, I can't thank you enough.
Yes, hopefully we'll get Dominic, and then hopefully we could do at least one.
Yep.
Solid-ish podcast before we go to Anaheim.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll talk about this is what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna say anything, obviously, because I don't want to just waste it.
Yeah.
But we're obviously gonna just talk about Anaheim, and then we're gonna probably get our before reactions of Anaheim and our experience, and then hopefully we'll do one after, and then we'll just tell our stories and everything. It'll be great.
That's gonna happen. Yeah. So my roadmap right now is Dominic is next, and then it'll be the group podcast of the four of us: myself, Scott, Dominic, and Ryan. And then we're gonna do that's the pre-Anaheim podcast, and then we're gonna have a post-Anaheim podcast. And then hopefully I can find time to get Evan. So stream. I'll let you guys know this now. Dominic is the next podcast. I don't know what day we'll have it. Soon, within the next 10 days. Obviously, we'll have 2 podcasts within the next 10 days. I'm not going to tell you to mark your calendars, but get ready, because next 2 are about to be fun, because Dominic's definitely going to light into me. I'm scared.
It's either we're going to hold hands or we're going to hold her at each other's throats.
Yeah, Dominic's going to Dominic's going to kill me, man. Even on the podcast, man. He's going to kill me on podcast and in person. It'll be fun. Dominic's going to be real. But, yeah, Ryan, as I said, thank you so much for coming on. I can't thank you enough, man.
This is sponsored by oh shoot, we don't have that yet.
By literally no one. If you want to sponsor me, don't, because I honestly don't deserve it. But if you want to, hit me up. Tweet me, brother. All right, yeah. All right, Ryan. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
Good night, stream. Nice podcast. This was episode 2 with Ryan, also known as Ryguy, very good friend of mine. And I am going to cut it here. I will see you guys on the next one.